In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Grand rising people, to another edition of the Morning Mac Show. It's your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka you know who this is, right? Before I get into today, and I just want to thank you all for coming back and chilling with me and being patient as we took our little sabbatical over the holidays. Honey, I had to miss Thursday and Friday show. And I do apologize, but I saw my crew came in and made it do what it do. I am so proud of the Morning Mac show crew and staff. Molly Mall, Trey, they always rise up to the occasion. And everybody else who happened to join them this past Friday. I was like, they get into it. That was before I passed out. Uh, Literally passed out. I had took some pain medication. Your girl wasn't doing good at all Friday. And I was listening and I was trying to stay in and support the show, but I couldn't even get out of bed. I was that bad off. And it comes from a couple of things. It comes from me overdoing it. I did some cooking Wednesday. I said I wasn't gonna cook. I said I wasn't going to do that, but I did. I didn't get my groceries to late that night because Giant Peapod and everything was backed up. So that's why I had the very late start and all that. And when I say late, I mean after 11 o'clock. Start. That got to start. And I stayed up and I had put music on and I said, okay, I got the energy. Let me go on and do the little bit cooking I'm going to be doing. Baby, my elbow still hurt from mix. I didn't know this was a real thing. I was like, this left right here. I don't know what the hell I did, but it hurt to the touch the damn going elbow. I'm like, what was I doing? It is still sore, right? So, and then my legs with the standing, I could do some of the chopping, maybe chopping sit down, but I gotta the light in the kitchen, because of my vision, I have to have the bright light, so I can't cook nowhere else but the kitchen. Some people say, well, go sit at the dining room table and cut this up and cut that up, but I gotta cook where I can see the bright light. And in my kitchen, that's where my light is, my good light. So you're standing there, you cooking and you staring. And when you cooking, you constantly checking food, you on your feet, because if you're anything like me, I clean as I go. So if I'm not cooking, I'm cleaning up the dishes that I use, clean up, make sure my areas, is clean. And I realized I'm getting old, y'all. She ain't what she used to be. She ain't what she used to be. Oh, Lord have mercy. I remember a few years ago, it was more than 10 years ago. It was before I got sick. I was going to audition for The Biggest Loser. And me and my aunt stood in that line for over 12 hours. It was so hilarious because everybody else was tired to sit down and everything. And I stood in that line. I stood there And I don't know where I had the strength from or the stamina, but that was back in the younger days. I was trying to get on the Biggest Loser for me and my son was gonna go on there together, baby, and we stood. Everybody was talking, and my aunt was like, "How you still standing?" I'm like, "I don't know." I said, "My feet just numb. I don't know. I don't know." But baby, that was hilarious. Then I think back now, I'm like, damn, I can't even do a couple of hours standing straight. I can't even do 10 minutes standing straight. I'm like, this is something different. This look over being over a century, over half a century plus old, hit differently. But ain't nothing gonna hit as good as this book right here. Yes, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. What? Yes, this is a good book. It's a good stocking stuffer. And the week before last, we was reading some excerpts from the book. So if you didn't get a chance, Louisa and Trey, thank you both for reading the excerpts through the book. Louisa did 2 days, Trey did 2 days. Boom. So if y'all didn't miss, or y'all missed the 4 chapters, then we could have talked about it and say something about it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Don't forget my Molly Mall, C-Moss, my man Molly Mall, make everything better. I hope y'all had some of his lemonade or tea over the holidays. It will really help with your digestive, especially after y'all overate and ate all that food and everything. And it would definitely help with that, with aiding in the digestion as well as other things. So while I get into the show, let's say good morning to my folks. Good morning to my panel. Hey, y'all.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Anchorman Trey Wiz.
Yes, ma'am. Back over to you out there. No, but I had a question now because I was looking yesterday. Speaking of the books, I was looking yesterday, and I don't know how the restocking process goes, but I want to ask if I'm would be able to pick up my copies from you. Because Damien is asking for the link. What's up, Slicky? Good morning. Yeah, Slicky said you got a new hairstyle.
This is an old wig. This wig over 20 years old. Hold up. This was back when 2009. Oh, yeah. So, see, this is my watch the hospital.
In the reserves. You might go to a team meeting right now. No, but I wanted to ask though. I did want to ask though that because I looked on Amazon and there's only two of the paperbacks in stock. So I don't know if you had any copies on you of the book, because I told you speak on stocking stuffers, but that's something that I want to do anyway. So I wanted to try to
always lie and say that they got more than 2 copies. When you put in your copies, they won't let you get no more than 4 though.
Okay.
So,
but it's limit, on sale. And put it on a sale for I forgot what the title is. I screenshotted it because I was gonna send it to you and text you. Actually, I forgot. But it only it says for the paperbacks it only has 2 of them left. If that's not accurate and there's more there, then I'll try to order more. But I was gonna say ask as a backup if I'm able to pick it up from you, or if you had copies in general.
Okay, I gotta check with what my bags in the I know I got hardbacks. I gotta check see if I got any more paperbacks.
Yeah.
Left.
Yeah, I'm asking about paperbacks because it's gonna be a lot every Christmas. Unfortunately, it's a lot of people that come over the house, so that's a lot of gifts. Hopefully it's it's not a whole bunch of people. Hopefully it's just the people that I'm used to coming, so I know that I'm getting something for everybody, and there's not somebody that pop up and I'm missing them. But yeah, that's part of what I'm trying to do before Christmas time. And as soon as I get this check, I'm gonna be asking about it. That's why I was checking on it as soon as I could.
Okay. Look, how much is it on sale? Because I might have to order me some more copies from Amazon.
I think it dropped it down to 7 something. I don't know what the original price was. I know the
price is $15, $14.99. So they dropped
it
off
it's like it's like $7.95 right now. And I got the screenshot of it. It's like $7.95 for the paperback, and I think it's 12 for the, if I'm not mistaken. If it's 12 for the hard copy, like the solid ones, I can't remember, but I have
cheap
the screenshot of it.
because the solid ones is $24.99. The
Okay.
hardback, so if that's 12, that's they
Yeah.
doing it at half price. That's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah. So
Shoot.
yeah, I want to make sure that I'm able to grab that up. Because everybody over in my house too particular, and I wouldn't say materialistic, but somewhere around that. Um, so I'm gonna humble y'all asses with a book. Y'all ask something to read. Maybe y'all get y'all health together with some sea moss or some shit like that. But that's the two items I know
That's
for
a
sure
good
that I'm
price.
pairing together. Yeah.
A
So
goodie pack.
yeah. So why not? You know.
Let's think
But
it outside the box.
yeah, I'm trying to do something different. I ain't about to be dropping hundreds of dollars on Christmases and all of that. I'm not gonna keep doing stuff like that. So, I'm not. I
No,
ain't putting all my shit up. That ain't for one day, and you don't talk to the same people all fucking year. so I ain't trying to, I ain't really trying to keep doing that.
Well, how
But
was
yeah,
your
anyway,
Thanksgiving?
I don't really do Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
it's not.
Let me rephrase it because I don't really do it either. How was your time with your family? Did you get together with your family?
Yeah, I had to go pick my mom and my grandmother and sister up from Alexandria, and my sister and my mom spent the night and stuff. Um, they say it's because they don't want me to be home alone. I just think they don't want to be home alone because I don't have a problem with it. The same shit I'm eating would eat for Thanksgiving Day will be the same shit I'm buying all year. So nothing for me, necessarily changes. But it was nice to see them. It was nice to spend some one-on-one time with them because everybody's
Yeah.
schedules be all over the place where you can't normally get people. So it was cool to spend some time with them. I say that.
There's a movie that's on Netflix called The Piano Lesson. Have you seen it?
What is it about?
That would be a good movie for the family to see. It talks about generation. It's about this piano. It's supposed to be cursed, or my grandmother used to call it Hanks. They got Hanks in the house chasing the piano because it goes back to this family, this particular family. And back in slavery day when he was the slave, how the missus wanted a piano. So she bought a piano and they traded the piano for 1.5 slave. That was an adult slave and a child slave, right?
Right. Okay.
So the missus, they broke a family up. The guy that worked for Master, that's a Master Williams, was a fiddler, a carving artist,
Okay.
and the lady was missing her slaves, and she wanted to trade the piano back for her slaves, and the man wouldn't do it. So so he got the slave to carve a picture of the slaves into this piano. But not only did he carve the slave that was sold, the mother and the little boy, he happened to be that lady's husband. And when they sold him, they broke up the family. So he carved her mama and daddy in the picture. He just went down and did the ancestry work and this beautiful artwork. So I guess he was.
I'll watch it by myself because my family talks too fucking much. So I'll watch it by myself.
It was
my family want to ask
interesting,
questions
and then the piano was like a cursing because the man wanted the piano back. The family, that slave that did all the artwork and made the piano, their family stole the piano, and it was from the slave, So then there was Sutter's ghost supposed to be chasing them, trying to get the piano back because he owned the slaves. It was crazy like that. But the moral of the story is about the brother and the sister. Of the man who stole the piano, and of course they killed the man that stole the piano, and everything. But the brother wanted to sell the piano because he wanted to buy land, and the sister wanted to keep the piano because it got these carvings of all your ancestors on it. And the brother was like, "I'm gonna give Daddy something he never had. He land," and he was like focusing on moving forward. And the sister was like, "This is a family heirloom. This has got your mama, your grandmama carved it here, your daddy carved it on is a beautiful work." And it was one of those where the brother and sister was fighting back and forth over the piano. One wanted to sell it, one wanted to keep it. One wanted to use it to buy land, to sell it to use the money to put down on the land because he didn't have older money. That was a
Yeah.
brother. And a sister said, no, we need to keep this in our family. It tells our
Yeah.
story.
Well, I'm
So,
gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch it by myself because my family talks too much, like I was saying. So I don't need nobody asking me questions about a movie I've never seen. Asking what I think is gonna happen, and I wonder what that character. Why she wear that? I don't have no time for that shit. So I'll just check that shit out after the show. I'll
it's
watch it.
set back in 1930 something, but
Mhm.
and Samuel Jackson is in it.
What's up, Rodney? My bad.
So
good.
Come
You
it's
good?
called
I watched it last night.
Oh, did
Is
you?
it
Did
good?
So
you
happened.
like
Yeah.
it?
I liked it. I didn't really like the end that much. Because of the whole haunting and all that kind of stuff. I like the story though. The
I
story
like the
was
story
good.
premises too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not, and plus I'm not big into, I guess, haunting movies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I
I
like
didn't
the
get the
premise
haunting
of it
part.
at
I
the
didn't
end
get
about
that part.
when the slave master is haunting them because he wants the piano back. That part. You know what I'm
But
saying?
is the piano haunted or is they didn't get haunted till the guy died. He fell down. They said the yellow dog done took him down the well, and she thought that part was funny. And then they didn't get haunted till after the man died.
Yeah, but he was still looking for the piano. You know what I'm saying? He was still looking for the piano. But I mean, that was the part. But I mean, the story and the background story behind it was really good. The haunting part was for me the part that kind of just lost me. But I didn't know what I was going in to watch. So that was the other thing. I went in with no pretext, not knowing what was about to happen and this, that, and the other. And I just started watching it. And like I said, for the story, like the first hour and everything, setting up the story and everything, I enjoyed it. It gave me some knowledge. It was, it's crazy that part when he sold the piano for 1.5 people was mind blowing to me. I was like, what do you mean 1.5? I was like, yo. I was like, how the fuck they gonna cut a nigga in half? I was like, yo. Yeah. I didn't get that at first, but it was, and then it was crazy, how he separated his family and all that kind of stuff. That's the stuff that, really happened back then and things like that. So that part had me in, but the fat white man at the end haunting him because he wanted his piano back. I was like, yeah, I would have been better with just the drama and the in the movie. You know what I'm saying? And the haunting part. But I guess that's what they.
Yeah, he keep asking you.
That's what they had to do. So.
Well, you ain't had nobody asking you questions and shit while you was trying to watch it, did you?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Oh shit! Can't fuck with it. Gotta watch it alone with you. Gotta go to sleep.
I didn't have nobody asking me questions either. And like Rodney, I stumbled across it, and I was like, "Oh, I heard that this was good, so let me."
Rob Peace. If you haven't seen that is really good.
Which one?
I'll check that out. What is it on? What platform has it? Oh, all right.
On Netflix. Yeah.
Rob Peace.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch that. That was gonna be my next.
Rob Peace is really good. It's the same. It gives about a black man who went to jail for something he didn't do, and he was trying. And his son was really smart. Ended up going to Yale and helping him get out. But then they wouldn't let him out. You know what I'm saying? They kept on going back and forth. And the point, and it shows the son's struggle
to get a what they call it. He need to get like Trump, a pardon like Trump, Hunter Biden did, and all the other.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Look, Biden, you need to pardon everybody that's locked up on weed charges for one, because I believe that everybody that got locked up for weed charges should come on out. Out.
Well, they need some of them niggas up in there to be some collateral, like that movie.
If they did that, the numbers would drop too much in prison.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that.
They're not going to do that.
You got to remember, prison is a business. They get
it's
paid
a money making,
for every person in that bed.
Yeah. That's commission.
They could retort it around. The prison could hire the people to grow produce and the horticulture. They could hire the people to grow the weed and hire the people that come out of prison, help them get started on business and jobs.
Don't you understand that prison is free labor? That's what it is. What do you mean hired? What are you talking
I'm
about?
stuck on the higher part.
Yeah,
I
higher.
mean,
I'm
I'm just saying if they was going
trying
to
to get a
reform
promotion.
prisons, if they said prisons is a business, then run it like a business. But like you said, I guess
But
it's
the whole
free labor.
platform, yeah, the business is ran behind free labor. You gotta
Yeah.
understand that, yeah.
Yeah.
Once the free labor comes out of it, it's not a business no more. It's now,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's going to lose money if they have to pay
Yeah.
people. They're not going to
You
pay.
hired when you get paid. You just
Yeah.
work when you it's free.
Yeah, that's
I love the idea. It sounds nice. I do like the idea, but nah.
I was just trying to think of reform and how they come home and
Oh,
help
it
get a
sounds
job
like it
and
does
stay
sound nice.
home.
You know, it
'Cause
does sound
I
nice and
heard that
everything.
people that come home from jail got to pay money to the jail to stay out. That's why they got to get a job.
You
'Cause
have
they
to
gotta-
pay $8 a day
restitution.
while you So while you're in jail, they charge you not $8 a day. I think it's like $3 a day, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, once you get out of jail, you get a bill for that. If you
Damn.
don't work it off while you're in there, if you're not working it off while you're in there, yeah, when you leave, you'll get a bill for every day you was in prison or jail.
How
Yeah.
they going to make you pay for being punished?
Easy. The same way. The same way. The same way they're gonna make you. The same way they're gonna make you pay. You want to come back in here, then you gonna pay this bill.
It's pretty much additional charges for your crime. Because if you ain't do it, you wouldn't be in jail getting charged or getting out and getting
So
charged.
that's not true. You cannot do it and still be in jail, sir.
Oh well, no. I'm not talking about innocent people. I'm talking about I'm talking about the fact that you got something to pay because you went to jail. Period. So yeah.
So they definitely charge you while you in there if you're not working it off. And like when people send you money, they take that cut too. So
No.
oh yeah.
As expensive as them phone calls are on that Get Out app, whatever the fuck you call it. Yeah, that shit. Trying to follow somebody is expensive.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
if somebody not working that joint off and what you call it, and you put money in there, they'll take that
That
money
debt
too.
is piling the fuck up. No.
Oh my goodness.
The commissary, all that. Yeah, that go right.
This is more than punishment. They is highway robbery. You getting robbed and punished.
I didn't know you didn't know about that. I
thought prison was a country club or something. What you think it
was? No, honestly, I thought prison was just like it was supposed to be. But they're really, I mean, and the stuff that they're charging you for, when they say, oh, you get 3 hots in the cot. Your labor is free and you gotta work. So if you don't work, you don't get 3 hots in the cot.
No, you get it, but they still charge you. They're gonna charge you. When you get out, or some people put some money on your books, they're gonna take that money. They're gonna get that money. They're gonna get their money.
I send you $100, they're gonna only give you $75.
If you owe money, yes, they'll take it. That's why you gotta work. That's why you gotta work and gotta do that stuff, because if you owe money, they're gonna take it. Yeah.
Yep.
You put 100 on their books and they look at their joint, you ain't working, you ain't paying off the daily whatever it is. Yeah, they take that money right from you.
God,
yeah, you think if you got money on your books and you leave and you owe them money, you gonna go with that money? Hell no.
Yeah.
Well, my uncle was in they had him in the county jail for 18 months for a crime that he didn't do. He got off, right? But when they threw the case out, how are you gonna get off and throw the case out and make the person stay on parole for 5 years? That don't make sense.
That shouldn't have happened.
You gotta ask somebody.
I don't.
He's
but
not supposed to be on parole if you let him out. If the case got thrown out, the case got thrown out. Now here's the catcher. Did he do any crimes while he was in prison?
No, he was in the infirmary part. He was sick, and the crime and what happened, and it was self-defense. This I'm gonna tell you.
So he did a crime while he was in
there. He did something while he was in there.
He did a crime, huh?
He did. Well, he was attacked, right?
There you go. That's it.
And he stabbed somebody.
There you go.
Oh, so yeah, he stabbed somebody.
Yeah, that's why he's on probation.
But listen, these are the circumstances. He at home, right? And the guy was high. You know, you didn't boarding house. My uncle get up to go to the bathroom, and he come back, the man in his room butt naked, because he high off the Scooby or whatever that is.
Hanging out with Diddy.
Oh, smoking K2.
So my uncle
Scooby
It's like
Snacks is what it's
young
called.
boy, he was like, yeah, you go clean this motherfucking bathroom. Yeah, you just go. He was tripping. So my uncle was like, get out my room. Get out my room. Telling the guy, get out my room. So by the door, my uncle would have his dishes and stuff. So my uncle grabs a knife out of where his little dishes and stuff be, and told the boy, get out my room. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna do this.
Well, how he got a knife in there?
He lives in
he had it with his dishes.
Yeah, he lives in a one of them houses where
halfway house.
He's in a room.
Halfway house.
It's not a halfway house. He just in a room, a boarding house. Everybody, and my.
Oh, you mean after he got out?
No,
this is how he got in.
This is how he got in. He just lived in a rooming house. He had his own place, and he shared a house.
Okay,
and he didn't share his dishes, so he would have his dishes in his little dish rack thing
in his room. Yeah, I got you. Because they had to share the kitchen or whatever.
Right.
So he had his own dishes in his room. Understood.
Exactly. Right. So the guy, I can say it, when my uncle went to the bathroom, that's how the guy got in his room. Because my uncle said he ain't thinking in the middle of the night. Ain't nobody thinking about nothing. And he come back and the guy was like, yeah, butt naked, tripping. And my uncle was like, get out of my room. Get out of my room. He said the man was laying down in the bed and got up and said, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. And my uncle was like, this motherfucker's butt naked talking about he gonna mess me up. My uncle grabbed the knife and said, get out my room, because the boy started threatening that he's gonna beat him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my uncle was like, get out my room. And the boy lunged on him. And that's how the knife went into him. Now you could tell they wasn't fighting because my uncle wasn't stabbing. The boy lunged and, in the tussle and got stabbed. It was only one.
So let's say it don't matter. Even if he stabbed him, he still was right. Go ahead.
No, but Maryland don't have your stand your ground law. Maryland don't have that.
Not for black people though.
Yeah.
That part.
Not for black people, and not in a voting season. You gotta look at all these things when you go to jail. When you get ready to go, because if it's a voting, the time of voting, the AG need to get them numbers up to show that he's tough on crime. Then everybody going to jail. You know what I'm saying? And if he not, then then you can get away with it.
It was 2014. That's the same year that my aunt moved out of North Carolina. The same year that I got sick. My uncle got locked up in June 31st of 2014. And he called the police. He called an ambulance for the guy because he was like, oh my gosh, I just stabbed somebody, So it wasn't like all the circumstances around that. The dude was high. I said, did they get the toxicology report? When I talked to he had a public defender.
Did he die?
Oh, this girl was dumber than a box of rocks. She was blonde hair, blue eyes, and she was like, I was like, if she ain't fresh out of school, they gave him the public defender. I said, well, wait a minute.
Did he die?
No.
Did the guy he stabbed die? Okay.
No. And I asked her, I said, well, he was high up on drugs when they took him in. Did y'all do the toxicology report to see what he was on and to see why he's attacking my uncle? My uncle, old disabled man. Well, a disabled man. Everybody knew that in the house. But this young dude gonna come and say he's gonna beat the brakes off of him. What would you do? Stand there and get beat up? You gonna protect yourself. And I was telling her what to do. And she was like, well, what else? Where? And my aunt looked at me, my aunt Am, we was in the office, and she looked at me like, this B ain't got all her scruples. I said, oh, they gonna get Stanley. That's all I kept saying. Stanley gonna get some time, they gonna get Stanley.
Hey, man, you gotta keep a lawyer on retainer, man. Keep one on, get a lawyer best friend, man.
We don't think about that.
Have some in the family coming into the cookout anyway.
Who thinks about having an attorney?
Me.
I'm glad I got a good relationship.
I don't do shit out in the streets, and we definitely can make a call if something happens to me. So, oh no, fuck that.
I'm that dude.
I'm black as shit.
I'm that dude that thinks about that all the time.
I got
ain't done
somebody to
shit.
call
But you better
1-800.
believe, you better believe I got an attorney
Shit.
on ready. That nigga know.
That's because I'm friends with attorneys.
There you
That's
go.
because I used to work for attorneys. You friends with attorney, and in my line of business of being in healthcare, I meet a lot of good people. And y'all know I'm a people person. I like to network. And so they got my uncle a public defender. We couldn't bail him out. I'm like, why is his bail so high? And I didn't know that the bail bondsman only need 10%. Like if it's 20,000, all they need is 2,000 or something like that. Well, my uncle, we needed 5,000 to get him out, and we didn't have 5,000 to liquefy like that to get my uncle out. And I was still working and everything, and I didn't have it. And
But you didn't know those? Did you know any of those people? Like, did you get to know some of those people after that situation happened?
I knew some of the attorneys, but it wasn't criminal attorneys. And then they referred you, but all the attorneys that was referred, they wanted this. Like my attorneys, it was injury attorneys and malpractice attorneys and all of that. And when they referred me to the friend, I didn't have the money to bond him out or to pay for a retainer, so to speak.
All right. Well, if it happened again, I got somebody for you. You just call your boy. If anything happens, I got somebody for you. He'll take payment plans and all that shit. Don't worry about it.
Pro bono and
yeah. Well, he won't do it pro bono, but he'll take payment plans. You know what I'm saying? Criminal.
For 18 months.
And he ain't lost a jury case yet. So knock on wood. I'm gonna go ahead and knock on that wood. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't no jury case. They dropped the charges.
Well, I'm letting you know he ain't lost one. But hold on. But the question is, so he went in and then they dropped the charges.
18
and
months.
He still had to do probation.
Yes, why?
That's a good question.
I mean, but that's not
because apparently
he's not illegal.
He never pleaded guilty.
Huh?
He didn't sign. He never pleaded guilty. He never pleaded pre-bargain because he didn't do nothing. They dropped the charges.
Yeah. Well, then somebody got him because he ain't have to do that. Somebody got him. So in other words, so I've heard of this with probation people, this, that, and other, just straight lie to you. Like they tell you gotta come when you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be like, oh nah, you gotta check in with me once every month or whatever the case may be. I need to know what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. It turns out you ain't have to do none of that.
Yeah, because you ain't even know nobody's shit.
Because and it's the funny thing, because you can't leave the town. You gotta ask them, can you leave and all this. So I was my uncle's
And he had no priors?
He had nothing. I was my uncle proxy, so I would call up his probation officer, do the request, and I would take my uncle up there so he could when he got out, so he could see the probation, because I was in there with him. You know, because I was like, I was involved in every step of the way.
Yeah.
And when she said that he could check in over the phone. And I said, Stanley, you could check it over the phone now. And one day she just said, after a couple of years, and he still had a couple more years left. She was like, it's okay, you don't have to contact me no more. You free to go. And I was like, you probably was free to go the whole damn time.
Yep.
We making arrangements. I'm taking time off from my job. I'm doing all this crap.
Yep.
Doctor's appointments, and for what? For nothing.
I know. I was there was a joint on TikTok not too long ago, or somebody on there where he was talking to the judge, and he was like, "Yeah, I've been checking in. I'm trying to get a more lenient joint for probation. My probation officer has me checking in like every 2 weeks, and it's hard on me." And the judge was like, "You don't got to check in with your probation officer." And he was like, "Well, that's what they told me." And she said, "Sir, when I did this sentence, you didn't have to do the judge." She was like, "Nah, they told me if I didn't check in, it don't matter what the judge say. If I don't check in, I'm going to jail." That's what they told me. And she said, "Who that probation officer?" The judge said, "Who that? Let me know. Let's go ahead. Let's go talk to them right now."
Me as a judge.
I think they got dirty people up in there shaking people down. Yeah. And the reason why I said is right here where the social service is, right across the Giant over here in Marlow Heights. That was the building. I guess that's child support enforcement and all of that. That right there in that building. And it just don't seem right. Because if you miss your appointment, you got a fine. You know they charge you fines if you miss your probation appointment.
Mhm.
I didn't know that. This is a way to
It's
make
a business. It's the same thing. Everything a business, Reese. It's a business.
And I was like, how you gonna charge me fine for missing my probation? I shouldn't even be on probation because they didn't do nothing. And in the court, you know, oh, the
So
system.
y'all didn't look into y'all. I mean, y'all didn't have questions. Y'all didn't have
We
questions.
just do what they say. And for him to stay out of trouble, we just like, because you know he ain't gonna get in no trouble no way. And we just did what they said. And I found my uncle another place to stay. When he came home, he stayed with my mom and for a couple of months, and I was looking to get him his own place to stay. The best part was that he was able to save up some money because while his disability was still, you know, stacked up, so he was in a good place when he came home. You know,
What's up, LA?
Reese,
huh?
you ever heard of court costs?
Yeah.
Tell me why I gotta pay a court cost when y'all told me I gotta come here. Tell me, like, how you gonna charge me for something you making me come to?
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Like you, you know, how you gonna charge me for something you tell me I gotta show up?
Yeah.
Explain that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all a racket. Like it's all to make money. You know what I'm saying? That joint is ridiculous to me that I gotta pay for something. Bad enough you give me the ticket, but you gonna give me the ticket and tell me I gotta come to court.
How
You know
much
what I'm
you
saying?
mind
And
saying
then
how
they
much
gonna
you had to
charge
pay for your court
sorry?
costs? Do you mind saying how much you had to pay for the court costs?
Who, me? I don't.
Yeah.
Shit, it was like $27 on top of whatever the fine was. You know,
Yeah, I don't know how
plus
much
court
stuff be
costs.
for certain. Yeah, I didn't know how
Yeah,
much
it all
stuff be for
depends.
certain.
You know, it all depends
Yeah.
on what you did. But this was just, you know, traffic joint. You know, but
Yeah.
it's the same thing. Here's the other racket. You know what I'm saying? You go get one of these cameras, take a picture of your car. You get the joint. You can't fight it. Then if you fight it, let's say you win, you still got to pay the NVA $30 to take the joint off, no matter what. Like you, even if you found not guilty, you still got to pay to get the joint
But
taken
even
off.
for needing the help
It's
and
all
trying
a
to fight
racket.
it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, did y'all hear about that lady in DC? Oh, yeah, she was in DC, kept getting all these tickets, and it wasn't even her or her car.
Damn, I can believe
that was on the news. It was a car that similar, and to separate her license tag number, whatever, was supposed to be a dash or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept finding, and she kept saying, "This is not my car." She was scared to drive her car because she's scared they're gonna boot it. She was scared, you know, all of these unpaid tickets. And she said that she was fighting for them for over a year, for some time.
I'm surprised because them
prove
ticket
that
things is HD than a mug. It could be storming and raining. That jug's gonna catch you high definition across all 4 lanes, and it's gonna catch that
it wasn't
picture.
her car. And
surprised by
somebody,
that.
people don't do their job right. People didn't look closely, didn't do their job. And she kept saying it's not her. And I guess they didn't believe her or they didn't care.
They don't care.
Somebody would have just looked into it. She kept getting tickets and tickets and tickets. She was like, I ain't even driving my car. So how am I getting these tickets? And,
the biggest lie they got for you is innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody tell you that, that's a goddamn lie.
It's the other way around. You guilty.
You're guilty until you prove your innocence, no matter what it is. It don't matter what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I told my son. I said, don't ever believe that. When they tell you, oh, we're just trying to figure it out, nah, nigga, you already guilty. They at your house, you guilty. You already guilty in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Any information you give them is just to prove that you're guilty. They're not trying to prove that you're not at all.
Yeah, right.
You know
and
what I'm saying?
Why my uncle was in this so long because we couldn't bond him out. He was innocent. He didn't do nothing, but his crime was being poor. Because a poor man, you can't bond him out if you don't have the money to bond him out. And but he was in the infirmary part because he was sick. You know, like I said, he's disabled, he's a heart patient. And he was in the infirmary department the whole time. And so I wanted to put money on his books, and he told me not to. He said, because
they'll take the money off it. They'll take the money right off. You send them anything, they're going to take their end first.
Yeah, but he said that if I send him money, they're gonna take his money. But
Yep.
because he don't have nobody sending him money, that the welfare or what they call it, give him free haircuts, free this. He had the free setup because he didn't have nobody sending him stuff. But if you had somebody sending him stuff, they would have took all the money. They would have charged him for a haircut. Where when he doesn't have nobody sending him money, he got the haircut free. He said, "Don't put no money on my book." I thought I was doing a good thing. He said, "No, don't do that no more." So, and he explained it to me and my mom. We was like, "All right, bet."
Yeah, the first time.
I just wish I did some research. I just wish I looked into some things.
The first time someone puts money on your books, the first thing that the jail takes is your booking fee.
They wait a minute. They charge you a fee for a booking fee. They charge you a fee for holding your books.
No, I mean for booking you into jail, there's a fee that's on your card, and the first time you get money sent on your books, they take that right away. Doesn't matter who sends it. Doesn't matter if it was your mom, your grandma, your best friend, your wife, whatever. As soon as anything hits your books, that's the first thing they're going to take.
A booking fee. This is woo. Wow.
It's true. I know. Shit, I thought my old lady at the time, she was going to send me $100, and I'm like, why is there only $30 on my books? She sent me $100. CO comes into the cell and goes, yeah, you had a $70 booking fee. We took it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep.
So with all this fund the police sound like defunded, and the prisons sound like they funded.
well, think about this as well. If, let's say you're a cop and you do a drug bust, and you get all your shit seized, your drugs are gone, any cash that they collect, here's what happens in the United States of America. Any cash that's collected, they're allowed to give that money back to the police precinct as a confiscation. And you don't even get that back, even if you're proven not guilty. You have to fight to even get it back. Ain't that fucked up?
Yep, cars, everything. They'll auction your cars, motorcycles, whatever the case may be. Whatever you got, that goes into the police fund.
Yep.
Hey, they is some bullies. They shaking you down. This is a shakedown for real.
But here, the other thing is, there's incentives for those police officers to do that. There's incentives for them to do that. I know
there's incentives for them to write tickets, especially this time of year. They're going to write tickets. They got a quota. And they got a real quota. People be like, they don't have quota. Yeah, they do.
Bullshit. They got quota. They got quotas. That's why you see old boy sitting on the side of the highway just waiting for somebody, because he's just sitting there waiting to collect his tickets.
Woo! And like I told my son, when he get into Waldorf, go 25 miles. I don't care. Let the other cars pass you. Then I find out you can get a ticket, or they can pull you over for going too slow. If you go too fast, you get a ticket.
Oh yeah, because if you go too slow, that makes you suspicious.
Not to interrupt, but Molly, I seen he was trying to flash a video, I guess, to give you a visual cue that he wants to pull of that.
All right, Molly, let's play the video. Thank you, Trey, because I can't see shiznit.
Well, we're going to get that monitor.
So is it racist to intentionally do business with your ethnic group? Well, you got to know that in the Asian community, a dollar circulates up to 28 days before it is spent with outsiders. Jewish community, it circulates 19 days. In the white community, 17 days. But in the black community, guess what? Only 6 hours. Did you know that over 90% of black people's income is spent outside of the black community? You don't have to be a rocket scientist to see what that means. So there's just no way you can expect to have any kind of economic stability when you have that kind of cash outflow. So keeping money in a tighter circle makes the circle stronger. While most ethnic groups realize that there is strength in numbers, black people, we don't necessarily see strength in grouping ourselves with other black people because we've been conditioned to think that the white man's ice is colder than ours. That means we think that Black businesses are inferior and white businesses are superior. So this mindset is detrimental to Black people's wealth building potential and power.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Makes sense.
Wow.
Reese?
Of it is true. But it don't matter how many times we say it to the top of our lungs. They don't change nothing. You knowing this information, everybody knows this information. But how come we don't do nothing to change it? Are we just creatures?
I mean, that's not.
I've seen. I'm sorry, Trey, but
go ahead.
I've seen an influx of Black buying power being prevalent, especially in the DC area, and COVID really brought it to the light where people started really being conscious about where they're spending their money. And when I say people, I mean Black people. You know what I'm saying? Are starting to really get conscious about it. And the thing about it is that, that mentality that he's talking about is true. It has been true for a long time that people always thought that buying from Black people would be inferior, and whatever, buying from white people you're getting a superior product. But now the education is getting that is, of course that's not true. And it's becoming a huge buying power, but it scares other people. And the other thing is, like you say, an Asian. So I sell food for a living, and it is absolutely true. When you go into an Asian restaurant, they're buying from other Asian people. They're not buying from us. They won't buy from me at all. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it and I understand it, and I hope that we do get better. But I'm going to say over the last 4 years, it has become very important to buy Black. And there's more Black-owned companies coming out there showing great and unique products that are for us, like the Molly C. Moss. You know what I'm saying? Like like even Reese in your book and stuff like that. Like we've been buying white people's books for years. You know what I'm saying? And when I read your book, I definitely felt understanding, because I related to the majority of the stuff that was in your book. Like that, a lot of that stuff sounded very similar to my life. So it is it's a great thing now that it has really been I guess something that has been a motive or a mantra, I would say, to buy Black. Like I'm and me personally, over the last 4 years, I've become big into it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to spend my dollar with someone who looks like me more than I want to spend my dollar with someone else. Now I make jokes on the show all the time about, the person cutting my grass got to be Jose. But that's in reality, that's just a joke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I it's definitely important, because they've been doing it for years in convincing us that buying Gucci or buying Louis Vuitton or buying all these high brand clothing items, which I'm not saying you can't buy, but and if you buy something like Madness or Shooters, I'm just thinking of two top off my head, then you're buying a less quality product. And when in reality, a lot of the times you're not. It's just a cheaper price tag on it. You know what I'm saying? And that is true.
Because we pay it for the name, right?
Oh yeah. But we've been conditioned to do that. We've been conditioned to recognize names opposed to, it's all in everything we look at: music, movies, things like that. You're not a baller until you go to, get an ice from Marc Jacobs, or get a this from there, or you go to New York and you go to Louis Vuitton store and get that, or go get that Gucci belt. You know what I'm saying? So you're not. Yeah, go ahead.
This is funny, but it's not funny. I've seen that ugly monster car. I've seen it 6 times. That's how many times I've seen it. And each time I seen it, it was somebody Black driving it. That, first of all, those cyber cars, cyber trucks.
Oh, Cybertruck.
That's an ugly vehicle for one. and the price tag on it, and Elon Musk. How come I don't see no white people driving them cyber trucks?
Oh, they driving them.
I do see white
It's
people.
just, I mean,
Yeah.
what I'm
It's
saying
very
is an
general.
ugly truck, and I guess that
Well, in this area, you probably gonna see nothing but black people driving them. But yeah,
it's
they driving
ugly.
them. But they driving them because they getting them for free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To look for Elon Musk and all his boys and all the people who like. If you think Jay-Z played for that Cybertruck, you lost your mind. If you think that whoever else, because like they had the conversation, whose Cybertruck looks the best now or whatever. Those people didn't pay for that damn truck. He sent that truck to them to get us to go buy that truck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's working. That's an ugly
Well,
truck.
of course it's working. It's been working for years. What do you mean? Yeah, absolutely.
That's not
Absolutely.
rich. Stay rich. And I did hear a rich person say that, oh, they don't pay for nothing. They get everything for free.
Huh?
What? I had a true story when I met Heavy D for the first time, and he can't stop at KFC on 202. Back then it was called Kentucky Fried Chicken. He was on his way to the Capitol Center to do that big show. Heavy D and the boys. He came in there and ordered all this food up, and my manager at the time, Eddie's assistant store manager, wanted to give Heavy D everything for free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the register, and you know me, Rodney. I was like, your bill is, this is what your bill is. But he tried to get on me for giving these little hungry kids that lived in the back of the 202 KFC Hanson Arms back then. I gave them some chicken little sandwiches, you know, because we got to take them off the line at a certain time. It's still good, but everything is timed out. And I gave the kids something to eat. They was hungry. You could tell. He wanted to get on me and try to write me up. You know, I'm like, okay, fine. But Heavy D come in the store and he tried to give him the whole store for free because he's starstruck. I ain't starstruck. I'm Starbucks. Okay? I told him, I said, if anybody could pay for his food, it's this man right there. You know what Heavy said? She right. She right. And they paid for their food. And he was like, you coming to my show tonight? I said, I got my ticket, Heavy. I got my ticket. Already had my tickets.
Yeah, to pay for your ticket.
I should have said no. I ain't got no tickets. Maybe he would have gave me some new. But I wasn't thinking along that line. I was like, you know, heck yeah.
Yeah, but no, you give it to him because A, the company writes it off, and B, that they want you to see Jay-Z in that Cybertruck, so you want to be like Jay-Z or whoever. I'm using Jay-Z, but it's a lot of artists that are you know. But that's the move to make when you want that guy to go out there and pay that $110,000 or $160,000 for this.
It's $160,000 for that truck.
It can be. Yeah, if you ordered it, you can get it for like $110. But if you like go to a dealership, you're gonna pay $160 easy for that truck.
Yeah,
right.
Rodney's right. Rodney's right.
And it's ugly. Like I said, I only see 6 of them because I didn't even know what the hell a Cybertruck was. You know, because my boy Jared was talking about it in his joke. And I was like, what the hell is Cybertruck? What does Cybertruck look like? And then I seen one. I was like, oh, yuck.
Well, you know. Until you can afford one, then when you afford one, you be like, oh, that's the nicest truck I've ever seen in my life.
Even if I could afford that truck was ugly.
You know, I don't like it either, but you know.
Okay, thank you, Trey.
But if I had an extra $160,000 just sitting around with nothing to do, I might go buy it. Who knows?
I don't know if it's for like off-road driving because it looked like that you're supposed to drive it in the woods. You know that it'll be good on terrain. It looked like one of them doom buggy kind of things. I don't know. It just looked like a bullet. An ugly bullet. No.
Got me.
So, but
remember,
Go ahead.
Remember back in the day, DeLorean was trying to sell cars and wound up selling cocaine out of his cars. Who wants a DeLorean now?
Everybody that watched Back to the Future wanted one.
That's right.
That was a hot car for a long time. Wow.
Made out of stainless steel.
But anyway, I mean, that's the world we live in. The milk and honey ain't nothing funny. Charge you for everything. Charge you. You gotta be rich to be a criminal. Got no sense at all. To do a crime, you gotta. So people think that you're gonna escape.
Well, if you rich, it's not a crime. It's inconvenience.
Yeah.
It's not a crime
Right,
if you
because
rich.
the poor people is the ones stay locked up. They couldn't bail out. You could not even have done nothing, but because you can't bail out, they will keep you locked up. That is, oh my gosh, there's so many levels. And I you know, that's some bull. It's just some bull.
All right, man. I hear you. When my dad becomes president, I'm gonna start doing crimes too. You know what I'm saying? Shit, why not?
You know, shit.
Hey.
I'm gonna tell you a story that I heard that I wondered, did y'all hear the story about this dude? He was 17, and they charged him as the felon because he stole his mama car. So the parents was trying to teach him a lesson and say, okay, you gonna go to jail, you get locked up. And they had
I'll send it to you, David.
They had him in jail with some they had him in the back of the patio with some real criminals. And he got beat up, and they beat him up real bad, and the boy died. He's from being in a coma. And I know his parents wasn't looking to do that. He was only 17. But he was bad. He didn't listen. But I know they didn't want that to happen. But how did the police even let that happen? He wasn't an adult. Why did you have him with these hard criminals? I guess they don't care. They just put you in the back of the car with a killer. What you do? You get a ticket for jaywalking, but you locked up with a killer that actually, took some lives or whatever.
But technically, they innocent until proven guilty. So you just in there with another person.
You're innocent. I'm gonna lock you up. Put these handcuffs on you.
You just in jail with another innocent person. So what he did is irrelevant. But you two innocent people in jail together.
Yeah, because we can't make assumptions. We got
Yeah, you don't know what he did. He could have woke up with a naked dude in his bedroom and stabbed him. So you don't know if he's really a murderer.
or what? He had to get somebody real quick.
No, he was in a paddy wagon and they beat the 17-year-old boy, and they gave him head trauma.
Nah, they didn't beat that boy. They had him in that paddy wagon with no seatbelt like they did in Baltimore and drove his ass around. He got fucked up, and then they blamed it on the nigga in the truck. He was fucked up too.
When they sit you in the paddy wagon, I never been in the paddy wagon. It's like a bus, right?
No, no, it's like different types. Yeah, it's like a van. But it just got seats, no seatbelts, and you sit on it. That's what happened in Baltimore. That killed now I'm blanking on his name. It happened in Baltimore where he got in the paddy wagon. They took him on a wild ride and didn't put him in a seatbelt, and he flew all over the paddy wagon and ended up dying.
Now that's messed up because they got him handcuffs, and usually, we can put our hands out, we about to fall or whatever. But you handcuff,
Freddie Gray, thank you.
And I'm just imagining you can't control. Whoa, leaning forward. Whoa.
But that ain't nothing new. They've been doing that for years. It just so happened that Freddie Gray, got the publicity. I guarantee he wasn't the first person that in the country that died from that same thing. That's something that you pissed off the cops or whatever the case may be. Like I seen the cop slam a dude's head because he was just pissed off, and he put the handcuffs behind him. You know how they push him against the wall? He grabbed him by the back of his head and pushed him against the wall head first, split his head open. You know what I'm saying? Just because he was pissed off that he even had to arrest the dude. Ooh. And so I mean, you see that stuff these tricks ain't new. You know what I'm saying? Putting them in the back of the paddy wagon and not putting the seatbelt on them ain't new. and then driving wild, driving, making sharp turns and what you call it, so they get their ass whooped back there, and then you claim it's you know, because it was an accident or whatever. You know,
This is Monday Madness.
nobody
mad about
answered the
stuff that
video.
don't
I
make
thought
no
I answered
sense.
it.
Yeah,
I answered the video. Somebody else want to
we
answer the
started
video?
talking
Go
about
ahead.
other. We started
Okay.
talking about other stuff. So with the black buying power, like the first video. I don't know. I already started small. Everybody knows
Cyber
somebody
Monday.
that everybody knows somebody that can fulfill something. Doesn't mean everybody's always trustworthy or whatever, but you can find somebody that can do something. So, for instance, instead of like hiring somebody to instead of my aunt hiring somebody to paint the whole house or something, if I know one of my friends that paints houses and does that type of work, hire people that you know. Like, I
What
mean,
first that you know that's good, because I did that, and we hired somebody to paint my mom's house because it was somebody we know, and they said, "Oh, I paint, I do this and do that." They went in there and tore that room up. Me and my mom had to get in there and paint that room over that they did, and
so
I was
y'all
like,
didn't. So have
"Wow."
you haven't seen evidence of them doing the work? Any pictures? Any? Cause
He said he worked for the company, or I'm a painter, and showed some pictures, but that clearly them wasn't his pictures.
I don't know because I don't know I don't know that type of stuff don't happen to me.
It was
I'm not hiring the up the
one of
street
my
alcoholic
girlfriend's
or the up the
boyfriend.
street crackhead to do nothing. I know this. I've seen this person's work. This person does this every day. I was just speaking on the video. And hiring within and never mind.
Well, that's
No, I
good.
got
That's good. But we
Forget
got
it.
a lot of people. Some of
Okay.
our folks, they try to stay scandalous. They fake it till you make it, or they
that's part
don't
of
they don't have pride in their
You
work.
you adding to what the
you're
video was
contributing.
saying.
Yeah, you're contributing to the same thing the
Yeah,
video was
so
saying.
that's why I said never
Well,
That's
mind.
not
we
true.
Never
we
mind.
paid, but we still paid, but we had to do it over. But we were like,
Yeah, that's because y'all picked some same nigga Harry on the middle of the corner. That's
we
why
picked
you
the
should have done.
wrong one. Just
Yeah, you
but
gotta.
that
But I
happened
mean,
too.
You helping with
Any
what the
company.
video was saying.
that can happen with white people too. Don't worry,
That's what I
or
That's
said.
whoever.
how.
You know.
That happened to any company.
Yeah. So don't make it seem like But the thing is, like, we still know people. Like take away that example. You still know somebody out here who does good work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They out here. You know what I'm saying? And just like, for instance, Contractor makes that joke where he says that he used to show up and do the estimates, and then he hired a white man to go do the estimates, and nobody complains. You know what I'm saying? But that's true in our culture. He still come in there and do the work, but because a white man gave him the estimate, then they don't complain about it. But when they see him, then they want to cut the,
They want a
somebody to
discount. They
do,
want a
2,000.
deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But they don't
So,
complain when the others do that. Hey, David Green,
Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody?
getting ready for your trip.
Yeah.
This is my performance wig. I need to look like something.
I gonna say y'all done up.
No, it's just a different wig, just a different look. I'm trying to give Vegas something different. So and yes, we're still trying to get our way out there. Cyber Monday, I'm going to check to see if they got any cyber deals. Let's see. I've not given up.
Okay,
That's right.
What's up.
Hey.
So Rodney finished what you were saying, that they do good work. And he was saying that people couldn't believe that was his company. So they go up to the white man first and be like, this your company? And the white man is just a regular employee that works for him. But they don't question that white guy.
Yeah, and I believe him. I mean, that is something
I
that happens a
I
lot.
believe too. Now, I'm going to give a shout out to George Graham. He is a handyman. He's in the DMV area, and he is George cut grass like nobody business. He do the lawn. He black. And he black.
Mm-hmm.
He not no Jose, Pablo, Cuervo, whatever. He does excellent. I mean, George know how to cut your grass. He get early, and Misha use them. My sister use them, and my mom don't have grass to cut, but she used them to handy stuff around the house. Any guy like that, but he's available. George, do your work. All you gotta do, leave his money in the mailbox or under the mat. George, good. He get in, get out, do what he got to do. And your lawn, you come home from work, you be like, damn, George been here. The prune, the hedges, the trim. So George Graham, but I know he ain't doing the lawn work now, but you got lights to hang, you got other stuff to do. Graham, that's his name. And he's from Graham Cracker, North Carolina, from Graham, North Carolina. And we call him Graham Cracker.
All
George
right.
is kind of old. He moved kind of slow now. George, he old. But he still do good work.
Reese, funny.
Sorry about that, y'all. Connie just called me. She's going in
No
for a
one cares.
mammogram.
All right.
David Green,
That's why I smoke.
how was your
I'm moving. I'm sorry.
your weekend, David Green? How was your Thanksgiving, David Green? Oh, and Damien, after David give us his recap, you can tell us how your Thanksgiving was too. And Rodney, you too.
I don't really do holidays.
Celebrate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was good. It was good. You know what I mean? Other than the 49ers getting blown out like that. Oh my goodness. Like
No, that was a prediction.
Yeah.
That was a prediction.
Somebody that lost.
I got a little excited because they said Purdy was coming back, but then I seen who all wasn't going to be there. And it was a snowy game. I said, "Oh shoot."
David, let's get to the real meat of the thing. Fat people want to know, what did you eat?
What did
Or
I eat?
who? I'm sorry.
Right? Who want to know?
I want to
I said
know.
or. No, I
Thank
said
you.
or who.
Oh, well, I say it.
I had
What did you eat or
How
who?
was your food?
I had macaroni. I had macaroni, some teriyaki rice, and mashed potatoes.
Okay, so that's what. Okay, so that was the tradition. That's what you ate. Okay. I went over Misha's house and went over my sister's house, and I got a story to tell later. But okay, so that's what you ate. And Damien, what did you eat?
Well, me and Connie went to pick up 3 of my nieces and 2 of my nephews. And we ate at my sister-in-law's house, turkey and dress and all that. But we were only there for like 20, 30 minutes because after that, I told them what I do every Thanksgiving. We go down to the homeless shelter and we make dinner for them and we serve them. That's Thanksgiving. We do it every. When my kids were younger, oh my God, they hated it. Having to put on a hairnet and gloves and cutting up potatoes and onions and stuff like that. I mean, it's a decent sized kitchen. I mean, that's what they do. Is they feed the homeless. But to have my kids and my nieces and nephews, this is what Thanksgiving's about. Okay, you can go have that nice dinner with your family, sit down with the candles and all that shit. But these motherfuckers right here, man, they really appreciate you being here, feeding them, making them obvious, making them known.
Did you share this story Friday?
What's that?
Did you share this story Friday? That's what you did.
No.
Why
No, I
did you
didn't
share
share the story
Friday?
Well, what the question never came up?
Oh, okay. They didn't talk about the homeless shelter and all of that on Friday.
Well, I remember Phil Page was talking about the coats and stuff. And there's a couple other things he's doing out there Maryland way. But that's what I do with my kids and my nieces and nephews. I make them go to work on Thanksgiving after they got their belly full. And we eat early. We eat early. I'm talking 10 o'clock, and we got to be at the shelter by noon. So you get your swerve on.
10 o'clock, you be still cooking in most house 10 o'clock in the morning. So
Oh no, we cook that shit way up front. Make sure all you gotta do is heat it up, and then it's time to take the crew out to see what Thanksgiving's all about. It's about giving back to your community.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's a beautiful thought. Now, do you do anything? You do stuff all year long because Thanksgiving is one day, and I know that one day they appreciate that food that one day. But what can you do, or how, or what do you do to help sustain them for the rest of the year? Those who
Show up. You show back up, see who's still there, ask them, is there anything we can do to help you? I mean, what do you need?
That's why
Because
she
me
said
and my
that,
wife,
but she's
Connie,
just
we're
not
a
bold
family.
enough to say that. She's not bold enough to
And
ask
that's the right thing to do. Don't just let them think it's one day. Let them know that they're cared for every day.
And
if there's an
ironically, you didn't hear
opportunity
nothing
that
about
exists
it.
out there, we can point them in the right direction. We're going to do that.
Yeah, Kenny Clark and Keani did it. Trey, did Kenny and Keani come on the show Friday?
You know they did because you was watching.
But that's what I'm saying. I could have been dreaming. I was half drugged up.
No, you know you wasn't. You stopped.
Now
I'll tell everyone on the panel
of them doing that Friday, right?
Yeah, you know because you were watching.
on the panel.
I didn't see the video. I want to see the
video. Reese, stop because you watched.
I did not see the video.
All right.
And I was watching on my phone.
Okay. Trey, just let it go, dog. It's all good. Just let it go.
Because you asked me. Don't ask me. I say this all the time.
But you're assuming I didn't see it.
Your comments, your comments were up and valid and current when we were talking about.
She was drugged up, man.
I did not see. Why are you arguing with me about what I did?
Because you halfway recalling something that you already seen, and you're involving me when you know you've seen it. I'm not the one that's gonna lie. So ask someone else if you want them to act like you wasn't watching.
Wait a minute, I'm not lying.
Mama.
I didn't see it.
Mama's still at work. She ain't coming home for another hour.
I would have said something if I would have saw it. I did not.
I can't wait.
See it. I did not see the video.
Okay.
I did not.
Good stuff.
Okay. I said that.
That's why I said I want to see it. All I know
One video, Trey. Kenny and them ain't shared video. They just shared pictures. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no video.
Yep, it was never a video.
Oh, thank you.
That was it. They ain't shared no video.
So I didn't see a video, but Trey said I saw the video.
Right,
I didn't say you saw the video. I said you were there watching it when they were talking, when they were up. So you were there.
I was.
You were commenting,
and the phone was in and out. I don't even remember the last comment
Did
that
you
I made.
share that video you got in the background, Reese, or you want me to share the next video you had in the?
No, what video got in the background? Go ahead and play what you got. I know
you got some in the background as well.
I wanted to tell my story about my uncle who went to jail for no reason, but I'll say that for tomorrow.
Thanks, man.
Did Jamie show any pics of who or video?
No.
Damien, you have.
That's what Josh was asking. Yeah.
What's that?
Do you have any pictures or videos?
Well, yeah. Do you want me to send them to Molly? I'll send them right now.
Okay.
Oh, that's LA one. See Damien clip.
Yeah.
Did LA want to see the pictures of the videos of the of y'all Thanksgiving?
Next video you want to share?
What we talking about?
Please.
We were there working. I don't have any videos of that or me high-fiving homeless people. I mean, what do you want me to do? No, I'm there cooking with my kids and my nephew and nieces.
Oh, you don't have any pictures of that? That's what he was talking about. Did you have any pictures of that?
Oh no, I think Connie might have a couple of them, but I was back in the kitchen cooking, serving food.
Okay.
Is she sitting there on the couch?
On the couch?
No. Trey, can we please move on? We all know he wasn't there. I'll say it. Fuck it. He wasn't there.
Okay.
We're going to just keep it moving. Let's go.
Let's all move the fuck on.
Hey, look. Yeah, dog, it's all good. Let's
What's
keep it
up,
going.
Kenneth Clark?
I don't want to spend 20
right
minutes.
On time, buddy. Welcome in. Right on time.
Man, I think it's totally fucking awesome that everyone thinks I'm a liar. That's cool. Thanks.
Well, they think
Right.
I'm a liar too.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm a liar too. So.
I'll tell you when you are lying. I will do that
No,
though. I will tell you
but
when you are.
I wasn't lying about
Yeah.
But
How you tell me about something that
It's a good concept, man. I'm proud of you for going through the effort of telling the exact story that was told on Friday by Kenneth Clark. I mean, it's cool.
Hey, by the way,
now all of a
I
sudden you
didn't
did
say
it, so
anything.
it's all good, man.
and didn't hear that he said he did it.
Hey, but we're gonna go to
Next video.
we're gonna go to this video.
Well, at least we know that Rodney's always right. At least we know Rodney's always right.
I don't care if I'm right or I'm wrong. You can prove me
Show
wrong.
me if you
It's
said
very
you did
easy.
something.
Yeah, it's very easy to prove
He's
me
gonna
wrong.
talk about it. Show
I
it.
ain't gonna prove you wrong. I ain't gonna
You're
prove you
right.
wrong because you'll deny that too. You're always right.
You're the only one upset. Not
Yeah.
me. I'm not upset.
So-
I want to just move on. You know what I'm saying? I'm good
Well, I
with
mean,
it.
would
I'm
you be
okay
upset
I'm
if I
okay
called
with
you a
it.
liar?
I would not care. Not at
Okay,
all.
I mean,
well, I don't care.
Just like
call
you
him out
I
and
don't
call
think
him
you
out in a
care,
lie
right?
though,
Do you care?
because
Let me
when
know if you care.
you tell me about something, I want you to show me. I would love to see it. Because ironically, you didn't hear him say one word about it. You just didn't catch that. You catch everything else, but you didn't catch him talking about his movement, and you did it. And you're telling us you did it. Because I would have just kept it quiet if I ain't had nothing to show at all or nothing. Like no post, no whatever. If you're mentioning something, we're gonna call you on this platform. So I don't really know what to say, but we're gonna ask you. We like to ask questions. We like to see things if people are talking about it.
Can we all do a virtual hug?
You don't have to
No.
steal other people's shine, man. It's all good. Like,
Nah, it's just
talk
the
about how
fact.
proud you are what Kenneth did and not insinuate yourself in there too. It's all good.
Okay,
man.
so
That's all.
then show me the videos and pictures of your Thanksgiving and what you did. Show me the pictures and videos that you made.
But I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, number one. So yeah, number one. So,
I mean,
but you mentioned it. You said what you did.
Got 'em
You
out,
said you had a movement. You said you got out of the house to do something, and you're not showing it. Just keep your mouth closed. You don't have to insert yourself in everything everyone else did and say that you were part of it some kind of way. Show me. That's all. You didn't have to. We didn't say snap pies with homeless men. Nobody said that. But if I'm preparing some plates, you could have took a picture or two of some yams or some mashed potatoes or whatever the hell you made. We were just asking if you had some. Don't get mad. Get glad.
Yeah, we had a good Thanksgiving, and I took my nieces and my kids down to the homeless shelter, and we cooked for them.
That's cool, but you got offended. It's like you started to get riled up when we started asking about.
No, I got offended
videos.
because y'all are saying that I'm lying. Okay, and that's just trifling ass shit. Right there.
Well, yeah, I mean, stop attaching yourself to everything. You just ironically missed.
People only get
the whole
mad
segment.
when they're lying.
Yeah.
When they're lying.
So go ahead with that shit.
If you're not lying, you don't
Yeah,
get mad.
go ahead with
Like,
that
it doesn't
Right.
even matter. But we're good. Let's
Yeah, we're
move
good.
on.
Move on.
That's why I asked to move on. I didn't ask for the proof. I just wanted to move on. You
Alright,
already
move on.
know.
You on
Man,
to the
I guess
next
I'm
video.
still y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
It's mostly a skit, but it's still we're gonna talk about if it was the real situation, because it's
Okay.
good. They be having some good video.
This man completely ignored the sheriff's requests, and you won't believe what happened next. The officer had been shouting across the entire plane, asking the man in the hat to fasten his seatbelt, but the guy acted as if he didn't hear anything.
Sir, hello.
Take him off the plane.
Other passengers were already frustrated and asked the crew to remove the man from the flight.
Just take him off the plane.
Yeah,
However, the officer did not hesitate, thinking the man might have epilepsy, which could be the reason why he wasn't responding. After waiting a few more minutes with no change, suddenly the passenger covered his ears from all the noise, shocking everyone on board.
Wow.
It turned out that he had been hearing everything. The sheriff decided to remove the guy for his rude behavior. It turned out the man was blind, and poor guy thought that the officer was talking to someone else the entire time. Everyone on board felt deeply guilty. The kind man began apologizing to everyone. Do you think it was his fault? This man completely ignored the sheriff's requests.
Okay, who's gonna comment? Anybody want to comment?
Lawsuit.
It's David Green. Go ahead. You said lawsuit.
lawsuit. Shoot. So I'm the type of person I don't play. I'll shoot. Like I said, I'll sue a cross-eyed person for looking at me funny. I mean, that lawsuit.
And they was trying to remove him off the plane.
Put the hands on me and everything and all. Lawsuit.
All right, I got a couple.
That's gonna be my fight.
If nobody knew he was blind, how the hell did he find his seat?
Oh, they help you to your seat.
Then why wouldn't they tell him he's blind? There you go. That's what I'm trying to. That's the problem with the story for me.
I mean, it's a skit. It's a skit.
Oh well, shit. Okay, it's a skit. I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. I still can't get past that part. For me, like I've been on enough planes to know that if you are blind or handicapped or anyway, like how the fuck did he get to the terminal? Like, yo, like there's too many questions for me to just go past that now a police officer was called because he didn't have on his seatbelt and no one knew he was blind. You know, it's just how the fuck did he get there? He had to get there somehow. Somebody had to know he was blind. So I mean,
the magic stick.
That would be that. Yeah, I can't.
They don't tell you where your seat is. Well, maybe you know.
Yeah, they tell you.
But the stewardess and the staff would have been knowledgeable. They would have been knowledgeable of the fact
that he's finding the seat if he's blind. He can't see the damn numbers. He don't know what row it is.
And if you're blind, I thought your senses go up. So you hear me clapping in your face. You hear audio because you were blocking it. It was so loud.
He heard all of that, but he thought he was talking to somebody else.
But in front of your face, if I'm yelling at you, it's super loud in front of your face. Clapping is in front of your face. He just never said, "Is anyone talking to me?" He never said, "Am I blind?" Or
let me get out the way. Let me get out the way.
Let me get up because y'all not talking to me.
Yeah.
Let me stand in the back away from it because I'm not involved.
It's too far fetched for me to comprehend or to understand that. Because I mean, it's too many things that would have happened before that. You know what I'm saying? That makes me go, okay, so what am I supposed, how am I? Yeah, I mean, all right, if that somehow happened, yes, he should sue the airline and everybody else and he would win. Like it's that simple. And it's too many precautions way before that. I mean, like how did he get through the TSA? How do you get through that without nobody knowing you're blind? So, either it's a complete lie on his and he was doing that and wanted that kind of reaction out of the people and purposely made that happen because there's no way. And he was not blind. That was the other thing. That would be the other thing because how did you get to your seat? How is there nobody?
They was doing it just because he didn't fasten his seatbelt. They would come and help you fasten your seatbelt.
100%.
Well, one of the points I brought up is if it was because of your seatbelt, I thought that you put your seatbelts on when you're about to take off. How did the girl that was sitting in the back seat have a can of Coke? Because I don't know, but I thought that you weren't able to bring drinks on yourself, and she had a can of Coke in her hand. So where did she get the drink from, and how was she able to already have a drink before takeoff? Because you only get that when you're in the air. They're not passing around peanuts and shit in the.
Spirit, I hear they don't pass that out.
Doing stupid shit like this.
Spirit.
And the white guy people will believe.
But you are talking about, the clapping and everything like that. I mean, what about Clayton Bisbee when they was like, get out of here, nigga, and all that mess and everything? No, he was blind. He was just like, yeah, get that nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
now that's a skit. That's a skit, and that's a funny skit. Yeah, Clayton Bisbee is fucking hilarious. But yeah, I got what you're saying. But that's a skit.
Clayton Bigsby didn't know he was black.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference between people not knowing that you blind, but everybody knew. They felt sorry for Clayton. They was like, "Oh, poor blind black man want to be white." That's why white power.
Clayton Bisbee was about his beliefs. He divorced his wife because she was a nigga lover.
He was a nigga lover.
That's supreme. What you call it? That's commitment to your craft right there. I can respect that.
Skit.
Respect that. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be racist, be the best racist you can be. That's what I look at.
Lock it in. Be the best racist you can be.
know what I'm saying?
If you're a racist. Now you
Wow.
could be prejudiced. There's a difference, like I tell people, between racist and prejudice. It's just that's everybody that the difference.
No,
I'm
I don't.
prejudiced.
What's the difference?
The racist. Oh, well, go ahead.
I'm prejudiced. I mean, I lean more. I don't. First of all, I don't believe in the superiority complex. I don't think my race is better than another race, and I don't deal in the social construct or constraint of things. And I'm not rich. Those are the qualifications for that part, being a racist. Now, I am prejudiced. Do I lean more to just like I like one color more than I do another color? Like I like blue better than I do black. I like blue better I do, so I do have my prejudices. Anything blue, I think is beautiful. Anything fluffy and fat, I lean towards. I'm a rooter for the fat person versus the skinny person. So I'm prejudiced when it comes go to a lot of things. I don't like Lay's. I like Pringles. I like Utz. I'm prejudiced against my chips. It's a difference. Prejudice is your preference. Is what you like. You may like dark-skinned women versus light-skinned women, or vice versa. So this is prejudice.
I got some prejudice against dick.
You don't like it. You don't like it. The only dick
prejudice
you like
against dick. I like no dick. Nah, not at all. I don't even like it in the same room with me. It's all good.
The only dick you like is yours, buddy. That's quite all
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm prejudiced against dick according to your whole thing. You know what I'm saying? If somebody pull out a dick, I'm leaving.
Let me look up the word racist and look up the word prejudice.
Well, the word racism
that's Funny Man's party right there. He into those parties. I myself I'm prejudiced.
Racism is
usually Funny Man is the person pulling out the dick. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Racism is what, baby?
I was gonna say racism. Prejudice is just your beliefs and not liking this or not liking that. Racism is the power behind it. It's actually having the effect to mess up someone's life or have an effect on them because of your beliefs. So that's the racism part, is actually have a power within your beliefs. Prejudice is just you don't like that person, you don't like them because they black, you just assume they whatever, you don't like them because they white. But when it's racism, that's the power. It's people that have influence that can do something because they don't like this body of people or that body of people. That's racism.
Racism.
I'm prejudiced against Funny Man Green because man, I wish I could go 2 hours.
So does Funny Man Green.
You know.
Yeah, man. With enough hard work, you probably could go 2 hours. You just gotta find the right man for it.
Oh shoot!
Sorry, Green. Sorry, Green.
Funny Man, this is the point you're supposed to say. You notice Funny Man didn't say nothing about he was not prejudiced against dick or he ain't the one pulling out his dick in the first party. I want to let that to be known that he did not argue against the fact.
David said that's a given. He ain't at the Diddy parties no more. David said that's the given. But Rodney, I want to hear what was on your menu for Thanksgiving. I didn't get a chance to ask nobody. So what was on your menu for Thanksgiving? The normal. What is the normal Thanksgiving dinner for people? Can you eat whatever you want?
Yes. Well, once again, I call Thanksgiving giving your enemies blankets of smallpox. That's what I kept on walking around telling everybody, and calling America Turtle Island. That's originally what it was called. But yeah, so you can eat whatever you want for Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving in the grand gesture of everything, we do this thing where we go around and we just give thanks about what the year, what we're looking for, stuff like that as part of our tradition. I do a turkey at my house, but we go to my in-laws and she just makes turkey wings. turkey wings, ham. We had ham, broccoli. What's it called? Broccoli. Is it broccoli casserole? It's not broccoli casserole. It's broccoli something else. I can't remember the fucking name of it. But it's like rice, broccoli, and cheese on top. I don't remember what the hell that name is. But
Yeah,
that
I like
and
that
then sweet potatoes.
Oh, that sounds good.
We had that sweet potatoes. What else? Stuffing, and then we had cherry pie and sweet potato pie. So there you
cherry
go.
pie. Okay.
Yeah. I like cherry pie.
Cherry pie.
I've heard that song.
I'm into cherries.
I like cherries too.
We had apple pie too, but I
Has
ain't messed with
anybody
apple.
ever had rhurbarb pie?
Yes, my mom
I've heard of it.
rhubarb pie.
I think I had it, didn't
I
like
know
it.
that strawberries in it and rhubarb, but I never had it.
I think I had it, didn't like it.
I never had
What is rhubarb?
It's
a plant
like
that's kind of
celery.
like it's got a big ass leaf on it. It's got these big red stalks. My
like every
my
other
mom
plant.
used to make that shit all the time.
It looks like
Rhubarb
celery.
pie. Yeah, well, it looks like celery, but it's sweet and it's red.
So I never had rhubarb before. That's
Delicious.
okay if you say so. Like, you know what? I never ate a beet before. The real beet. I never ate beets before either. There's a lot of stuff I never. And for the first time, I finally tasted cornbread stuffing. Misha made some cornbread stuff. It's the textural thing. It wasn't bad. It was actually good, but the texture of it, I like my bread stuffing better, of course, because you got to get used to the texture with the cornbread stuffing and everything.
I did mix the combo of the two and made sweet potato cornbread. That's a new thing. Not a new thing, probably. Somebody probably made it before, but it's a little trend that's circulating around now. Is people making stuff like that. But I make sweet potato cornbread. It's pretty good.
Sweet potato cornbread.
I never had that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big cornbread person.
You have
I feel you.
blueberry,
I
banana
like
nut.
both.
So sweet potato sounds good too. But this was in stuffing, and stuffing's supposed to be savory and hearty, and not sweet, because it got the onions in it and all that.
Oh, I ain't know nobody. I didn't know they put the sweet potatoes in the stuffing. That was a family. Who did that?
No, I said
No.
Misha did. I said she made
Oh,
cornbread
Misha did it.
stuffing.
Cornbread
That's-
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time.
Oh no, I think I'm prejudiced against
You
bread
can put
products.
anything in stuffing. That's why they call it stuffing, because you're stuffing it in a fucking turkey's ass. It's called stuffing. You just stuff anything you want.
This doesn't come with the turkey. We don't.
Stuff it in there. We eat it. Eat it separate in the pan.
Yes. So
Lock it in.
Yeah.
and a Mission Barbecue did we had smoked turkey. Now the turkey was $80-some for the turkey, and then the ham. Thanksgiving is way too expensive. You're buying ham and turkey, that's $200 off the cuff right there. If you go to Honey Bake and get you a ham for a little 8-pound
So
turkey,
you paying for the convenience of them making it.
Yeah, of making it and stuff.
that
You're
high.
not,
I mean,
that's not how
woo,
much the
I
turkey
paid
is.
$6 for my turkey.
$6.
Hell yeah.
You got a duck. You bought a duck.
I bought
No.
Nigga, I got the turkey right here. What you
A
talking
duck?
about?
Nigga bought a live turkey.
I bought
He
two
bought a
of them.
live turkey.
No, I bought two of them because I was like, fuck that, $6. Shit.
Did
Hold
you
on,
go
I'll
on the
show you.
base? Did you go on the base of
Hey,
the
I'm
commissary
gonna
somewhere?
show y'all evidence. Like, like we like to talk
Yeah,
about. I
yeah,
got the
like we be
evidence right
saying.
here. Hold
Like
on.
we
I
be
bought two
saying.
turkeys, and I
Yeah.
was like $6.
It
This
was
motherfucker 20-something pounds. Hell yeah. I got
and you only
giant.
spent $6 for it?
Hold on.
Where'd you get it
Yeah.
from, Rodney? I believe you got it. Where'd you get it from?
It's going to go get it right now.
Do you have the receipt? Do you have the receipt or
That nigga got a turkey from a thrift store.
we either want a receipt or the
Oh,
turkey
shit.
tell us?
Oh shit! Shut up! Shut up! Because he got the tag.
That says $9 and
It's
17
upside
cents.
down. It's upside down, nigga. It say $6.67.
Where'd you get it from? Where is it from?
Giant.
Shine
That's
it. Oh my
$6.67 a pound.
gosh.
Huh?
That's $6.67 a pound.
Nigga, read it. What did it say? For card sale, $6.67. That's how much I paid for it. I ain't
That's
got a
what's
lot.
up. Shit.
That's
what's
a
up,
good
son.
deal. Look, that's a real good deal. That's what they needed when they was feeding. They could give out so many turkeys anyway.
They
But
give them out
that's
for free.
what's
If you
up,
go
shit.
to the churches and stuff, they give them out for free there.
Yeah.
Shady Brook Farms. It's a real motherfucking turkey.
Yeah. So
You
yeah.
know what?
Okay.
I probably could have qualified and got a free bird.
That's a job turkey.
Shit, you ain't got to qualify. Just walk up.
This turkey
Sucking
is
and jiving.
24 pounds. 24 pounds. Yeah, I paid. And if you read right here, it say card price 27 cents a pound. That's what they charge me for the junk.
Wow.
$6.67.
Yeah.
Damn sure if
What's
I ain't
the
buy this motherfucker
expiration
from
date?
Giant.
What's the
It's
expiration date?
frozen. Fucking frozen. I got
But
it
they
in the
still have an
freezer.
expiration date on it.
Nigga, this shit probably
Thursday.
expired 3 years ago. Who knows? I don't give a shit.
This is 3 years ago.
That turkey we cooked the other one. That motherfucker was good. Shit. I don't give a fuck. It's a frozen turkey.
Years ago.
Yeah. Look.
That's good looking out. That's a good price.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a
I don't
job
see
turkey.
I don't see no used by date. I mean, it's made. It ain't frozen on it. It come to you frozen. It was never thawed.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Hey,
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck. Shit. You think I ain't
Yeah,
cooking
you
this
know.
bitch for Christmas? What you think this job for Christmas?
Show
Christmas
is.
turkey,
Show
right?
is.
Yeah.
Hey,
My
Trey,
uncle
when they was
Timmy used to do
when they
that.
was
From,
killing, it was
he's
like,
from
"What you killing me for,
Jamaica.
Jack?"
He used to get 2 birds. One go in the fryer, and then he jerked the other one. He used that mojo or moho, whatever.
Come on,
He used to
blood.
jerk his turkeys.
Right.
That nigga got a now later. One for now, one for later.
Later.
Hell
Look,
yeah.
Rodney, you didn't hear Funny Man Green. I said, what kind of turkey you got? And Funny Man said he got a jive turkey. That was good, Funny Man.
Well, yeah, but shit,
Jive
you damn right. You better look for them deals. Shit, that shit come up. Shit, it's a turkey. Fuck that. Take 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Hello.
hey.
That's what look. I don't have a freezer to put one in, so I couldn't even take advantage of it if
You better cook that motherfucker. $6. I would have cooked that shit that day if I had to. Shit,
LA
I
person
don't
said
give a
that
fuck.
turkey got Crohn's disease.
turkeys with Crohn's disease.
That's funny. That's
Philip,
right.
Yeah, I
how was
don't give a fuck if they had to do it for 33 years. We cooked that first one. It was fine. There was nothing wrong with that motherfucker. I cooked that shit
and the
up and
second
ate
one
it.
will be just as
Matter of
fine.
fact, my damn dog ate the turkey. He knocked the bitch off the table when nobody was paying attention. It wasn't my dog. We was babysitting the dog.
I'm about to
That
say,
motherfucker-
Pepper did that.
Nah, that motherfucker knocked that shit off. It was a Rottweiler. Knocked that shit right off the damn table and ate that motherfucker. That nigga had the runs the next day. He was shitting all over the place.
The dog?
Yeah, because he ate all the grease with it. All the grease that was in the pan.
Oh.
Yeah, we sent him back home. When that nigga started shitting all over the place, we sent him back home. Yeah, that was instead of giving to the homeless, we fed a starving dog.
See,
Do you got pictures or video?
Some of your turkeys. Tell me you got some.
Nah, but I can call the owner who had to clean up all the shit.
No, I mean, tell me that you guys ate some of your turkey.
Yeah, we ate. We got the first day. Yeah, the first day, but he got to it after that. Yeah, I told my wife when them went out, and I told him to put all the shit away, but they left the turkey out, and sure enough, that nigga, all I heard was boom upstairs, and I was playing zombies at the time, so I had to wait a little bit. I waited because I had to get my round down. But by the time I got up there, that junk was snout deep. It looked like he was stuffed. It looked like he was stuffing the turkey with his snout. He had his fucking his nose all the way in the cavity and all that shit. He was killing that joint. So.
You don't take anything from a dog that's eating.
Gave that back to him.
Any kind of dog, you don't put your hands or try to take nothing from the dog if it's eating.
No, I kicked the shit out that dog. What you talking about? I whooped that dog's ass. Then I went, he ate my turkey. And then I cut the rest of the turkey up and gave it to my dog because I was pissed off. I was like, you ain't gonna eat Thanksgiving. My dog don't get no Thanksgiving, so I gave it to my dog.
So both dogs had that was good. I know Pepper was like, I ain't even do that. See, Daddy, see?
That nigga was hiding for him. He was worried.
Damn.
To all the fans on
Uh,
Dad Mentality that are animal lovers,
Yeah,
Beast is just joking. He did not
beat that
physically
dog ass.
kick the dog. He did not physically kick the. He mentally kicked the dog.
Nah, I
Fuck
kicked him
if
for
he
real.
didn't.
I kicked the shit out that dog.
He said that dog's eating that turkey.
Sent his
Animal
ass
lover.
home too. Told it,
You forget Beast is an animal lover too. He
it was
love that
good.
turkey.
I ended up cutting the rest of the turkey up and giving it to both the dogs, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I ended up giving it to him. I didn't give a shit. I mean, fuck it. That shit only paid $6 for the turkey. What am I get upset for?
And your family already ate, so
Yeah, like
you know,
fuck it.
so I can see that.
I ain't really
And
I ain't get upset, but I did kick him though.
Now,
that was the
Ronnie, I
reaction.
know you love bacon. Do you love ham like you love bacon?
Yeah. I mean, not like I love bacon. Nah, bacon is its own entity. You
It's
know what I'm
old
saying?
food,
Yeah. Bacon is something different. Like
Do
when
you
God
like
made
pork chops
bacon,
too?
you knew it was up. Hell yeah, I like pork chops. Smothered, fried, on a sandwich with a little bit of hot sauce and mayonnaise. Hell yeah. I'm a fat nigga. You know, I eat anything. Shit, I eat chitlins, pig feet, all that.
I used to eat souse meat. My granddaddy used to
Souse.
make
I ain't
the
had
best
that in a
souse
long
meat.
ass time. Jesus Christ.
Souse.
That's some hood shit right there.
Souse meat is a country thing.
Yeah,
And
that's some-
if you don't know how to make it, you don't know. My granddaddy used to, you're an old country boy, North Carolina, and the only person, well, other two people that could make souse just as good as my granddaddy is his two kids. His not my mom, but my aunt and my uncle. And she, you know, they growing up cooking. Yeah, I'm fat. I'm just fat. That's all I can say. Cooking and eating is always cooking and eating, cooking and eating.
Pig brain soup.
I was about to say that my granddad made pig brains and scrambled eggs.
My granddad used to eat that too. I don't do that. I seen him eat the pig head. I seen him cook a pig's head and tore off the ears, and I'm like, oh,
That's the best part. The ears and the cheeks are the best part of the pig.
Hey, how many people on the panel have ever had Rocky Mountain oysters?
Nah,
Don't eat them.
Funny man.
Why?
I don't do
What are Rocky
balls.
Mountain oysters? Does anyone know what Rocky Mountain oysters are?
I don't do nuggets like that.
I told the story of my grandfather was too bashful to tell me what they was, and I kept saying, "Granddad, them not oysters." And the man behind the counter told me what it was because he was too ashamed to say they was pig hog balls.
Cow balls.
Hog balls.
The hog?
Cow.
I thought it was cow.
No, pig balls.
Well, you can either one. Either one. They're still
Just
considered Rocky
balls.
Mountain
They got
oysters.
beef
Okay.
and they got pork.
Balls.
Oysters.
Yeah, I always thought it was cow. But
I don't want no bull balls. Cows don't have balls, by the way.
bulls do. Yeah.
Exactly.
Bulls
So
do.
cows
Yeah.
don't cow balls. You say take
Yeah,
the
and if
bull
you
by the
milk
balls.
if you milk a bull, you got a friend for life. He'll follow you anywhere.
I don't know. The bulls I've been running, the cows I've been running into got balls.
Lee.
You got them trans cows. They don't know if they're going to be a veggie burger,
Never
or they don't know if
trans
they're gonna
cow.
be a hamburger or a
That's
burger.
fucked up. That's fucked up.
They
That's
fuck with
crazy.
the trans
Cow is
cows.
crazy.
So, hey, but that so Funny Man had a good vegan like Damien
Molly reminded me. I forgot. Also had lasagna. Yeah.
You had
Yeah, 'cause
lasagna?
He said, "What about your? You didn't cook your lasagna?" I said, "Oh,
Veggie
God, Molly."
lasagna, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So veggie lasagna is good too. It's very well, regular lasagna itself is cumbersome when you making it, but so is veggie. It depends on what veggies you're putting in there, whatever. But Lee and Phil, I'm asking everybody what they ate for Thursday. Since I wasn't on here Friday, I didn't see you guys Thursday or Friday. Thursday was the day of a mini feast. I stayed up late cooking when I said I wasn't going to. I did what I said I wasn't going to do, and then I suffered the consequences later. That's my fault. So my sciatic and my legs and all that, that's my fault. I should have set my ass down like I said I was going to. And, but I didn't. I did a little something. I didn't do like I would normally do, but
Yeah, Reese, you just couldn't help yourself.
you know, because I felt kind of bad. Did that make sense? Because every year they normally you look to cook, or you know you got to cook for your house, and I always take my uncle food. If my uncle don't come over here for Thanksgiving, like he was over here last year and all the pandemics and all that, but my body is a little, you know, it's not in the best states right now, especially with the leg thing going on and that. So once I get that under control and we get that fixed, I'll be moving again. I'm about to pay Trey to come over here and walk me up and down the street.
Yeah.
I can do that. I can do that.
It went up $70. I got $1,000 deductible and a $70 copay now, starting November the 21st. Where they do that at? They ain't even wait for January.
So what are they doing anyway when you go to therapy? What are they like making you do?
First of all, they're touching my nerves or whatever, because they said they could see. I have a disc on the left side because the man said he could see it, and he said that the inflammation comes when you move a certain way, and it like pinch on that nerve, and it inflames and it bulges up. But I'm like, well, help me stop the nerve from pinching. So what he do? They locate the nerve, they feel it, they massage it, they put this thing on it to help with the deep tissues, and they massage you. Then they make you do these exercises that hurts. They make you because one of the exercises I can't do standing up. So they had me laying on the table on my back, and they would take this thing and tie it around my ankle and tell me to pull. I got to get to the side so where my ankle hangs off, and I got to pull far back that as I can go, because it's supposed to be trying to strengthen that leg on the side, that muscle on that leg, trying to pull that back. And they had me working on my core, like doing a bunch of crunches, different ways of crunches, but to try to get my core strong again. And exercising. The last time I went, they had me jumping over these damn hurdles that I almost fell out. I jumped right out my damn shoe. I tripped over the thing, and she hold on to me on the back of me with a damn rope. I said, lady, she about the size of Molly. Now, you think Molly gonna stop me from falling? Hell no. Molly gonna be like, you damn Reese. So yeah, the lady was that petite and holding on to the back of a rope. And I'm like, what is that? That rope ain't gonna do nothing. I said, if I go down, you going down right on top of me. She said, well, it's not to keep you from falling, but it's to cushion the fall. Apparently, by them holding on to the rope, I won't hit the ground as hard. If they did have the rope, I said, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Bullshit. I said, I've been flung you all across this room, lady. If I go down, you on the, you know, like, I said it was a big dude to be able to hold you up, or you know, but come on, now you itty bitty. My arm bigger than you.
Hey, Reese. Hey.
Yeah.
Have they talked to you about doing yoga?
Yeah. I asked this lady. She was there in therapy. She said that she used to do yoga all the time, and then I'm like, well, what happened? They said that she got a pinched nerve in her back, and they give her a 50-50. If you get surgery, it's 50-50 chance. And this lady said that she go to yoga, do yoga all the time, every day. How can I do yoga if I can't move?
That's all right. This is what I do. Are you doing any shows this Friday?
No. What's Friday? I'm supposed to be in Vegas Friday.
In Vegas, yeah.
All right. Well, even in Vegas, well, nah. But
Reese, are you going?
Yeah, I'm still trying to bustle up my ticket. Hell yeah.
Vicky is
when I
doing.
come in there and be like, surprise, surprise. I'm gonna go in there and be the ham of all hams. What's up, honey bake?
Hey, Reese, Vicky is doing yoga online, so it'll be on Streamline. Starts this Friday. So next Friday when you get back, if you in Vegas, it's fine. Next Friday when you get back, I'll pay for your class.
And because look, Wait a minute, how much is the class?
$15.
Oh, okay, that's okay. I can pay for that. That's
She's like, nah, you go ahead and pay for it. She's like, ooh, nah, you go ahead and pay
No.
for it.
I'll go ahead and pay for your first classes. I want you to do it and then maybe talk about it on Wellness Wednesday. And I'll you know, it's $15. It's online. It's done on this StreamYard platform. I got a whole nother setup for her, and you'll be able to see her on your screen, and she'll be able to see you. And you do what's called chair yoga. So you would stay in your chair, and she would do things like there'll be other people in the class, and this is not going to be live streamed, so everything is private. So you don't have to worry about that. She is going to live stream before the show, before she starts it, just to get people to know what she's doing and things like that. And then after that, it'll be private, where it'll just be you and whoever else is in there. But she'll be on your main screen, and she'll do yoga with you and this, that, and the other. And a lot of it's about the meditating and stretching parts of your body. That's what you call it. But she specializes in yoga for people who have special needs, like Vicky, because Vicky does kids.
Therapist.
Yeah, she does kids. She does. She works for the county, and she does the people who have mental health issues. Or I can't remember the correct word that you use now. I want to use the comic word, but people who are mentally challenged. There it is. People who are mentally challenged.
It's
She works with them.
Delayed. If you the R word, they say you're mentally delayed.
But she works with
all of us is a little mentally delayed.
That's absolutely. But she works with them and this, that, and the other. So I know she would love to have you on it, and I'll pay for it. So
no, I'm gonna pay for it when I can't pay for it.
Take the first one free. Take the first one free. All right.
And take the offer and get started.
When a person that way you can't say no. So as long as you gotta pay for it, you can say like, oh, I don't know if I can do it this week. Nah.
But look, I already said I was going to do it because I need my physical therapy. I need help. And I can't go. And like I said, can't afford the $70. And if Vicky got a class and it's less than my copay, hell yeah, I'm gonna go. Come on, Vicky, help me, Vicky.
Althea. Althea.
Where am I at?
Connie right there.
Hey, Connie. Did you listen to what he's telling you? These classes are for mentally challenged people. So that makes you retarded.
You can't say the R word, Connie. We can't say it. We can't call them retarded. You gotta say mentally delayed. Connie,
she's around Dickie 24/7
right now. So if she can help
me, you'll be in there with those tards.
Yeah, look, it's better than being in there with a turd. Give me the tards every day, as long as they're not turds. Yeah, I'll be in there with the tards and the tots.
In there with the tards.
Hey, I'm good with that. Look,
and that's so sweet. The Bill's going to pay for your tardness.
Look, if my tardness can get me out moving and do something with that, I ain't against it.
You know what? Just go buy you a hot tub and get your butt in it.
Yeah, but that only soothes. Well, it soothes, but I need more.
I don't know how you get more sitting that bitch and dangle your legs around
and percolate.
Uh-huh.
Right. Yep.
Hi, Connie.
Hi, Connie.
Hey, tell Connie to say lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
I got that corner square I was looking for.
Hey, real quick, I want to say something real quick. I got to jump off in a minute. I want to shout out to Cornell McDonald. He was a gun violence advocate in the DC area that was gunned down in a restaurant in Largo, Maryland this weekend.
This weekend?
This weekend, yeah.
Oh Lord! Please don't tell me it's the Applebee's.
That's fucked up, man.
I think it was the Applebee's in Largo, actually. Yeah. So they still trying to figure out what happened, but he was a gun violence advocate. So, they're not sure if that had something to do with it, but yeah. Kind of fucked up. Yeah. But nah, I just wanted to shout him out, man. You know, keep his family up in prayer.
What's his name? Say his name again.
Cornelius McDonald.
Cornelius McDonald.
My
Cornelius
copay on that
McDonald. Wow.
appointment today
Well,
through them
may
is
you rest in peace, Cornelius
$500.
McDonald.
If that's the case, I'm not
Hey,
going.
Phil, before you get off, look like you lost some weight.
Crazy.
I said before you get off, I said look like you lost some weight.
Yeah, I did. But I remember where I put it at. Shit. I'm on my way home now. I almost just got locked up and shit. I was going in there. Yeah. I was going in to get my carry permit renewed and find out in the courthouse and forgot I had that big ass knife in my pocket. So, yeah. But
So
shit
what
is
did they
real out
take
here.
your knife?
Huh?
They just took your knife?
I guess they figured I wasn't a real threat, so they told me just walk it back to the car. We ain't gonna make no big deal out of it right now. We could, but we not. You know, I'm limping and all that shit, so I guess they figured I wasn't no real threat.
Well, look, a disabled man, if somebody, the DC and Maryland don't got to stand your own ground. So just know that if somebody attack you and you use that knife, you don't want going to jail.
But like they say, I'd rather be carried by 6 than judged by 12. So I'd rather be judged by 6.
Backwards. I'd rather be judged
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Carried by 6.
Yeah.
So people don't go around saying that. Yeah, I'd rather be carried
I
by
don't know.
6.
I don't know, Phil. You might need 8.
That's all right. That's all right.
I gave you a compliment.
I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that.
I'm sorry, Phil. I couldn't hold it in. I was trying, dog. I was trying.
Hey, boy, I'm good, man. I really don't give a damn. At that point, I really don't give a damn. You can pull me on. You can put me on the crane. I really don't give a fuck at that point. Shit.
12.
By that point, I don't give a damn.
Many hands was light work. Bill Strickland said that many hands.
Yeah, but I'm just putting this out there, man. Y'all watch your backs, man. You know what time of year this is. We're getting close to Christmas, and you know shit is crazy out here. So just watch yourself out here.
Please, man, especially young black men. Please. Cornelius McDonald. Wow. I'm sorry for the fact. And Phil, I'm sorry that you almost got locked up because you was proven innocent. That's why they was gonna lock you up because you was innocent.
I'm sorry.
They were gonna lock me up for being stupid. I should have remembered I had that jar in my pocket.
Okay.
And then the cop was joking. They gonna clown him all day because I got through the first checkpoint with it.
Wow.
Oh, and they probably been really mad. Was it a 4-inch or 6-inch blade?
It was a 6-inch blade. I don't play.
But that's illegal.
It is illegal. That's why he said we ain't gonna make a big deal about it. Just take it back to the car.
Wow. Was it one of them knives that come out like that? Or was it?
Sure was.
My granddaddy used to carry a hawk bill that he used to flick out. I'm like, Granddaddy, why the hawk bill? He said, let me get a hold to it. I'm like, okay. And then my grandmother had a straight razor. You know, like I said, my family, I have a family of violence. When I think about it.
Yeah, but that's all I wanted to say, man. You know, keep that dude's family up in prayer, man. He out here trying to do the right thing, and that shit happens. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is.
He protested gun violence, and he died by gun violence. The same thing he was fighting against.
That's the irony. That's
ironic. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, right in front of his family.
Oh my! Tell me they wasn't gunning for him. Did anybody else get hurt?
Nope. He came out the store. He came out the restaurant. They shot him down and drove off.
There must have been some skill shooters, and they must have been care, because usually people don't even care. They spraying everything.
Was he targeted?
His wife out and all that. No, they kind of think so.
That's what I'm saying. You said they're talking about, he was fighting against gun violence and stuff. And all,
Was it gun violence in D.C., Maryland? Where is he from?
It was in Largo, Maryland.
No, but where is he from? Where was he fighting for the gun violence at?
Prince George's County.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Molly. That's what I said. It sounded like a hit. That's why I said, was he the target or?
It definitely was a hit. Wow.
But I mean,
target. Everything PG County. They look, and with Angela also Brooks moving to the Senate now, they're getting ready to hire another county executive. And Aisha Brayboy, I wonder what Aisha's saying about this, because she's one of the people that's saying stop the violence. She's locking people up for everything. She's saying not in Maryland. So Aisha Brayboy. Woo. Wow. Definitely. Thank you, Phil, for that update. And I live right here in Prince George's County and didn't even hear about the story. They don't know. They'll never have our stuff on the news. It don't make the news, I guess, huh? Not long enough, anyway.
I don't know. On my news station, I'll be hearing about PG County and DC all the time.
But what I'm saying, nobody else heard that story.
No, I haven't.
No, well, it was on the news.
Yeah.
Hey, is everyone on this panel in Maryland? Ish.
DMV. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay. All right.
DMV.
All right.
Yeah.
I was curious.
We're all down this end of the world. So yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Hey, you said
we good.
I'm reading the story right now. So.
Okay.
Hey, Beast.
What is
Beast, you said you sell food, right?
I'm sorry. Say what?
Beast, you said you sell food.
Yeah, I sell food to restaurants. I'm a food distributor.
So, okay, like working for like Cisco or something similar.
Similar.
If you look on news,
So Beach, what is it saying? Somebody called and told me. I didn't read what was going on.
It doesn't say much about the murder. It more talks about him and his. It's a good article about him and his It starts off inspiring anti-gun violence advocate shot and killed at Largo restaurant, and it talks about how he was looked up in the community and things like that. It doesn't say anything about any kind of motive or reason or who the people are who did it. It just talks highly about him. Everybody who's quoted in here is talking highly about him and his character. They said he was a beloved leader who attended Largo High School. I'm just getting the quotes out of it. You know what I'm saying? It says, I would see him at any random time or even when he was doing his work. The first thing he'd do is come up to me and give me a hug. You know what I'm saying? So they gave him a very positive article that I'm reading about him.
Hey, Phil, that's old boy you were talking about when you were in Missouri, right? Same one?
Oh, nah. It's a whole bunch of people doing that around here.
Okay.
Because I do it in DC. Huh?
No, I was just saying they said they love to have the quotes are he loved having fun. He was just loved being around people. He was a change agent in so many different ways, and he was a beautiful soul. Like I said, it's very positive.
Yeah. Well, his brother was gunned down 5 years ago, so that's kind of what got him in there.
Oh wow. Wow, double gun violence. Wow. And did it say exactly what restaurant they was at, Rodney?
Gives the address.
Maybe an hour or two.
96 block of Lotsford Court. I'll look it up, but I
Jaspers.
can tell you where it was.
He was at Jaspers.
Oh, he was at Jaspers? Oh, okay.
He was at Jaspers.
All right.
Why is he? I don't know
There
anybody
you go.
in Mexico.
Shut up, dork.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Dorky, stop it. Quit barking.
It's this time of the year, and I don't know. Maybe it just seems like that to me because I lost a lot of loved ones between now and the end of the year. It's like I don't know why, but it seemed like a lot of.
this is a hot time. This is a hot time of the year. Yeah, Christmas time. It's always get hot this time of year.
Yep. A lot of armed robbery, but I don't know.
So if you go to the shopping center, if you hang out at the malls right now, keep your head on a swivel, cause now's the time, you know. Yeah.
And it's the Cyber Monday too, people. So y'all can get your gifts or whatever you're doing online on sale. Cyber Monday. I don't know exactly what Cyber Monday means because it don't mean much to me.
It means you buying shit online, but you know it is what it is. Amazon. It's the Amazon holiday.
Ugh. Now, what is Amazon going to start doing when they start adding the tariffs and taxes? When they say
they're gonna increase the shit, they're gonna increase the price that you pay. That's what they're gonna do.
Well, they said it's going to go 40 to 60% price up. Does that sound like price gouging? I'm gonna buy a $20 thing and I pay $10 for it to get it delivered.
I mean, the stores ain't gonna take that on. They're gonna pass it on to you.
No, your item price is going to go up because it's the stuff you're buying from China.
Right.
Yeah,
Your item price
the
will-
delivery, not the delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, the item price is going to go up, and you know, realistically, it's supposed to encourage you to buy American, buy
So
US.
make American, damn it! That again, everything.
She said, "Make American."
What?
With Reaganomics, they always talk about make American great. Reagan started that outsourcing stuff. Reagan sent everything. That's when the factories and everything here closed down because Reagan outsourced everything diplomatically to try to get a cohesive relationship with the other countries. So he gave all the other countries our business. They used to be homemade right here. Then our folks ended up losing a lot of jobs. A lot of
It's
factories,
called trickle
a lot of-
down economics. Trickle down economics. Look it up.
But that's one good thing that I say that Trump is doing. If he's going to say buy American, make American, he's bringing the jobs back home. That's, to me, jobs shouldn't have never left. So if he could bring that back, kudos. Good. I'm for that. Bring the jobs back home. Bring it back here to get the people because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. Or go to jail and to get the labor free. Like Rodney said, free labor.
Yep. He's right. Absolutely right. He's totally right.
Wow. What is stopping them from making American but throwing a Japanese label on something so you can pay the extra tariff and taxes for the goods?
What do you mean? Well, nobody buys it because it's Japanese. They buy it because it's cheap.
Yeah.
Nobody cares where it comes from or China. It's actually China more than Japanese, but I get what you're saying. We buy the product because it's cheaper. Huh?
Or if it's a good product.
Okay.
What do you mean? I'm sorry, I missed the question.
No, I was thinking like say that the prison made it, right? Prison Jessup makes something. What is stopping the people at Jessup from throwing a made in China taxes on there so they can increase the cost of the product by 40 to 60%?
Sounds like a side hustle.
I'm just thinking.
There'd be no reason to do that.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody. What are you talking about? You're talking about headphones, stuff like that. The stuff you're talking about is just plastics and microchips and things like that, which headphones, blah blah blah, this that, or getting your plastics is cheaper in China. Like for instance, for us, we get the to-go boxes. The to-go boxes that you get from restaurants that are made from those we make them here, but it's more expensive here. When you can just buy a whole
Sleeve.
not
A whole
sleep,
sleeve up.
no, a whole, what's some joints called, the freight joints,
Container.
a whole
Container.
container. Thank you. You can buy a whole container for pennies on the dollar from China.
Yep.
And just pay the shipping cost. And then here it's more expensive because we're making it here, because we have to pay the people here a certain amount of money to make it. So therefore that cost is in there. When they're making little, when they got slave labor over there making them and selling it for the cheapness or whatever, that 40% is not going to be any different than what we already have it here. It's more going to put the stuff we're buying for China on the same level as what it is if you make it in America. So because we have to pay our people a certain amount of money, like when we ship something, we're shipping it across. Let's say you're shipping it from Georgia to up to Maine. You got to pay a trucker. That trucker is going to get paid to take that load when it's this. You're not paying that. You're not paying that same amount. You know what I'm saying? So the cost is always there. So that all those tariffs are going to do is make it so that when we buy something here, it'll be closer to the equal price. It's just like, you can get Beats by Dre. You can get the exact same things here is $200, but you can get the exact same thing over there because all they're doing is getting it made over there, shipping it over here, and putting a label. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, wait a minute. Is Beats by Dre really made in China?
Probably. I would think so. Because it's a lot cheaper. They make it over in China and they ship it here. They buy it by containers. And they ship it over here, and then they put the Beats by Dre label on it, and then they put it in their box and then ship it out and charge $200. Why wouldn't you do that? That is the smart way of doing it. That's the way white folks are doing it. That's the way everybody's going to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's crazy. Yeah, I went to Indonesia, right? I'm in Indonesia. I go in a polo shop. A polo shirt in Indonesia is $10. You know why?
Because they make it over there?
Yep. Exactly. Yep. 100%. They make it over there. The polo factory is in Indonesia. You know why? Because the labor's cheap.
For real?
Yes, 100%. Yes. Yes.
He's right.
So you look at you go outside and look at some of these little storm drain things and shit. If you look at it, it'll be labeled with places like Indonesia, Malaysia, and all that type of stuff. You'll see, like, they make that shit you ain't paying attention to be honest. But
the polo shirt, I would never thought the polo factory is in Indonesia.
Polo factory is in Indonesia. They're in a lot of places. They're in a lot of places.
Yeah.
A1 is there.
And Beast is totally right, man. It's about the labor cost. The labor costs in the United States are astronomical according to the rest of the world. So anytime we have an opportunity, including every major corporation in America, we farm it out to the cheapest labor cost, whether it's Mexico, whether it's China, whether it's the Taiwan or the Philippines or whatever. I mean, labor cost is what is the most expensive in the United States. And everyone wants to have that high wage. Everyone wants to have that middle class wage. You know, minimum wage should be at $25 an hour now. So, I mean, if you think about that in an economic standpoint, it is very much to the corporation's advantage to farm that shit out. So I think Trump is kind of right saying, okay, well, if we're farming this shit out, well, it's going to be harder for you to fucking send it over here. And you know what? We're just assholes and we're going to tax our consumers because the United States is the mecca of consumption. We started consumption.
They tax us anyway. They tax you.
Yeah,
on
you'll
your
be taxed.
They bully you and take a third of your check.
Now here, let me put it to you this way,
Then you got to pay taxes on everything else you buy after.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. So Althea, let's put this in perspective, panel. Okay. So who is the richest man in the world? He's a South African named Elon Musk, and he's worth $189 billion. There are countries around the world that are not worth $189 billion. That's why Trump's president, because the real owners are the ones who just have the money. And they're going to keep doing it. Watch. Middle class will get smaller. The lower class will get bigger. And the upper class will get smaller but richer.
No. Middle class is going to get bigger because they're going to be, there's not going to be no middle class. They're going to come join us down here in lower class.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree. No, I was about to say that, but you're right, Althea. You're 100% right. You're 100% right.
Middle ain't middle no more. Middle, but like no, me and my son did the thing that back in 1980 or was it back 30 years ago? It was like $80,000 made you middle class. Your 80,000 is equivalent to 240,000. So today, in order for you to have that same buying power that 80,000 had 30 years ago, you have to make 240,000. Now that's triple the amount. Your income has to triple from back then to be on that equivalent. So our middle class and upper class and you know, it's changing. It's changing drastically. So.
Well, I recommend to most people that you establish an idea that you never want to work for anyone. This is just me, though, okay? I'm not putting this out to the masses. You want to go work at a construction company or you want to work in an auto plant. God bless you. But I believe that having multiple streams of income on a passive basis is the way to go.
Yeah. Like my man, I'll take Molly for example. He is his own business. He's doing it. He's working for himself. Yes, and kudos. And he got multiple. He's a master. He's a jack of a lot of things. And a master of some, and that's on different levels, and that's what you have to be nowadays to survive. You just one trick pony. You got to have a couple of things going for you. Where back in the day, you used to focus on one thing. Like if you was a shoe shine boy, you could shoe shine and focus on shining them shoes. Now you got to focus on shining the shoes, fixing the shoes, being a total cobbler. That's what they call them, a cobbler. Fixing the shoes all together. The heels break, to put the tap on it. You got to do more than polish them up and everything. It's just, that's how it is.
Heard. Understood.
Thank you, Molly. Tomorrow, Turn Up Tuesday. And we're gonna turn this stuff.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat. My mom was
the best phone to get. I don't want to Apple.
If I see heat, why the fuck would I want to go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from Wildland. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. Fumble trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.